Welcome back, everyone. It is another Friday, which means I'm going to be talking to you about entrepreneurship today and building your online business. And today I want to share with you the top tools that I use to keep my online business humming. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Hi, my name is Jim Hart. I'm the founding attorney here at Hawthorn Law, where we help online businesses to get their legal house in order so that you can focus on what you do best, and that is building an online business that truly matters in the world. Today, I want to share with you the tools and technology that I use in my online business to help shorten the learning curve for you as you're trying to get going with your online business. Now, if you're running an online business, be it a blog, podcast, YouTube channel, maybe you're running an Instagram feed, Amazon seller, e-commerce, Shopify, what else is there? Maybe you're creating courses or doing coaching, or maybe you're just selling affiliate products on your website. Chances are you want to make sure that your business is optimized and revved up to maximize your income potential. There are so many technology tools available to online businesses these days that it's really hard to determine, especially if you're just getting started, what technology is absolutely necessary and what technology is just another shiny object that's going to get in the way of you reaching your entrepreneurial goals. And honestly, trust me on this one, because I speak from experience. If you invest in the wrong tools and the wrong software for your online business, it can seriously drag you down, both in terms of a time commitment and a financial commitment. And it can even put you at a competitive disadvantage when dealing with other businesses and other competitors in your marketplace. So today I want to share with you some of the best tools that I've used in my online business. And trust me, I've used a lot of tools. And a lot of these I really honestly could not do without. And while some of these technology tools may be completely obvious to you, others you might be a little surprised. I might find one in here that you've never heard of. So I've tried to group these tools into different categories depending on what they can actually do for your online business. And the 6 categories that I want to go through today are marketing, website tools, productivity tools, e-learning, administration, and tools that you can use with your team when you get to that point. So let's start out with marketing. These are probably going to be the most important to people that are just getting started with your online business, because these are going to be the essential tools that you'll need to get your business up and running pretty quickly. And I'm going to run through these fairly fast, because if I don't, honestly, this could be like an hour-and-a-half long video. All right, the first tool is Facebook Business Research. This is a tremendous tool. You can go onto Facebook and use this tool. It's completely free. You have to have a business account set up to use it, but you can use it to research your target markets, find different people and interests and different categories that might be of interest to your target market, and get some initial demographic information about the people that follow those categories or thought leaders or different things like that. The second marketing tool that I use on a daily basis and is extremely important to my business is my email marketing software. Now, there's a ton of vendors out there. I do use a service called ConvertKit. I love it. It's got some nice stats. They're always adding new features. It's got a lot of options for automation. And the best part, the price goes up as your email list goes up. So if you're just getting started, it's not going to be nearly as expensive than if you start to grow a substantial following and an email list, in which case the price will increase accordingly. Now, if you need to get people on that email list, you need to build a landing page. Again, there's a lot of options out there. The option that I've been using for years as my landing page builder and funnel builder is actually called ClickFunnels. And they've got a $97 a month plan that you can start with and build some funnels and build some landing pages and even build entire websites if you want. The great thing about ClickFunnels is it integrates with a lot of other software, and it also eliminates the need to use a lot of other software. So that is a great landing page builder, but it does so much more than that. Definitely check out ClickFunnels. Now, if you are doing one-to-one client work, then you need a place to keep track of all those leads. You're gonna need a good CRM to do that. There's 2 options that I use, but the first option is called Pipedrive. I love Pipedrive. It works with Zapier. It works with ConvertKit, it works with all these things, and it allows me to track where my leads are in the process for my law firm. The other tool that you can use for this, although you would have to do some customization to make it work for you, is called Airtable. Airtable is like a database software. It's actually pretty cool. It's like Excel on steroids, And you definitely want to check that out. The nice thing about Airtable is you can send forms directly to your prospects or your clients for them to fill out, and the information goes directly into the Airtable. You also can synchronize a bunch of different projects together. It's a pretty cool software. Now, before you start selling a product, you need to know what it is that your market wants. And I'm a big fan of surveying your market before you produce a product. And the way I do that is with a product called Typeform. There's lots of, again, survey applications out there that you can use. Typeform, I really like. It's easy, it's got a nice clean interface, and it's relatively inexpensive. Highly recommend you check that out. I think they have a free version if you're just getting started as well. Now, this might be a little bit more advanced, but if you are at the place where you're thinking about doing webinars for your business, which I am at this point, important note, I'll be doing a free training next week, link down in the comments and in the description if you want to sign up for that at hawthornlaw.net/training. But I use Webinar Jam as my webinar software. I like it because it takes care of everything for you, the emails, it even has a landing page builder if you don't want to invest in something else like ClickFunnels. It does the whole thing. It gives you great stats. It tells you how many people converted from your landing page. It tells you how many people attended the webinar. It sends follow-up emails. It does all sorts of things, and it integrates with all your third-party software if you would like to do that as well, which I do. Now, in order to create some urgency in your offers, you're going to need a way to create some deadlines. That's where Deadline Funnel comes in. This is not a software that you're going to need to use right off the bat if you're just getting started in business, but down the road, this is something you definitely might want to look at, because Deadline Funnel is a great way to create some urgency and get people to take action on your offers and earn you more revenue in the long run. And the last tool I want to give you on a marketing perspective is actually two tools, Canva and Picmonkey. If you're not into Photoshop and you're not familiar with that and that's too advanced for you, Canva and Picmonkey are two great software tools that you can use. They're web-based, and you can use them to create really nice looking graphics and images for your Facebook groups, for your social media profiles, for your YouTube channel, the banner on your YouTube channel, for whatever you want to do. They've got templates for all of these things, really easy to use. They both do their own little things, and they have little nuances between them, which is why I use both somewhat in tandem, but I highly recommend you check out those two pieces of software. So there you have it with the marketing tools that I use in my business. Now let's talk a little bit about the website tools that I use in my business. Very first thing you need when you start up your online business, well, one of the first things you need when you start up your online business, you might not need it right away, is a website. Some people just start with social media profiles, that's fine, but at some point you're going to want to transition off a social media profile onto a website of your own. And when you do that, you're going to need to sign up for hosting. Now, there are options out there that allow you to use their platform to host your website. I'm not a big fan of those because I like to own my own real estate. I don't want to be renting it on someone else's property. So what I use to host my website is a tool called WP Engine. It's a little pricey for people that are just getting started, but it has a lot of power. It hosts your WordPress. It does a lot of stuff for you with backups and different things like that. The customer service is out of this world. I love this software. Can't rave about it enough. But again, if you're just getting started, it is a little bit more pricey than other options. If you were looking for a different option that's not quite as expensive, you can go with a company like Bluehost, and that'll be fine to get your website up and running. And then as you grow and generate more revenue, you can move on to another option. When you're getting started with your website, you're going to want to put some images on your website. And as a lawyer, the last thing I want to see you doing is going onto Google Images and stealing images from a Google image search, or going to some free image website and getting some stock photos that may or may not be licensed to use on your website. So I recommend a service called 123RF, and you can sign up with them. It's a pay-as-you-go service. You buy credits, you can download the images, and frankly, for about $40 or so, you can get started, and that's going to give you more than enough images to put into your website and get you going with your business. So once you've got your website hosted, you've got some images, you're probably wondering, well, what do you use to build your website? I use WordPress. I'm not going to say anything about that because it's pretty much the gold standard these days. Everybody uses WordPress. There's no reason why you shouldn't be using that platform unless you're using something else. I'm not going to name the names of the other companies. I think WordPress is the best. It's got the most flexibility. You can do the most with it. So WordPress is a great place to start. When you go into WordPress, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download a template to use, or a theme to use with your WordPress website. The one that I use and love is called Elementor. It allows for a ton of flexibility, a ton of customization, templates. It's got pre-built websites in there that you can drag and drop right into your website and just change the colors and the layout and the pictures and whatever you want to do. Change the font. It's amazing. It does a lot. It's what I use. It's what I built both my my law firm's website on as well as Hawthorn Law's website on. It's a great program. Highly recommend it. The third set of tools that I want to talk to you about here today are productivity tools. And these are really geared towards keeping you productive, keeping you on task, keeping you from losing track of your projects and the different things that you're working on. And so these are the tools that I use to keep me on task when I'm working in my law firm. There's three main tools I use for project management and task management in my law firm, and I use them for different things depending on where I'm working and what I'm working on. The first one is called ClickUp. I have started to transition almost everything I do into ClickUp. I love it. It's got a lot of flexibility. It allows you to really customize the platform to what you want it to be. It's just a great tool all around. I highly recommend ClickUp. The second tool I use, which I've started to get away from, but I did use it for a long time. I started to get away from it when I moved over to ClickUp, but it's called Asana. The thing I love about Asana is it's completely free. You don't have to pay for it unless you need some advanced options. And when you're just getting started, it might be a great way to go. Asana is basically a list-based task management program, but again, it does so much more than that. It's got a lot of functionality available to it. If you're a list-based person who likes to check the box and see that task go away, Asana is your tool. Definitely want to check that out. If, however, you're more of a visual person who likes to see Kanban board, and if you know what I mean by Kanban board, that's basically where you move a project from place to place to place, depending on where it is in the progress of that project, then Trello is going to be the task manager for you. I use Trello for certain aspects of my law firm to see where cases are from beginning to end, but I don't use it for day-to-day task management. Again, each of these tools serves a different function for me, but for you, if you're just getting started, I'd highly recommend you check out either Asana or ClickUp to start to manage your tasks and your day. The second tool that I want to mention to you is called Voxer. Now, Voxer is a great tool if you have clients one-to-one that you're working with in your business. It allows you to basically do a walkie-talkie type of experience to send a message to them. Let me give you an example. Hey there, I just wanted to touch base with you, let you know I'm going to be leaving soon after I finish this video. I hope you are doing well and the kids are doing okay. Talk to you soon. Love you. There you go. It's that easy. I just sent a message to my wife. She can send me a message back. Pretty cool. All right, the third tool that I want to share with you is amazing. You have to have it. I think it's free. If it's not free, it's really inexpensive. It's called TextExpander. It allows you to really quickly send snippets, turn snippets into blocks of text, even letters, emails that you can actually fill out with custom forms, different things like that. It's got a ton of functionality. Most people don't use it nearly as much as they should or use the tools that are available within it as much as they should. It's great for me as a lawyer, but it's also great from a customer service perspective if you have to respond to similar questions in emails and things of that sort. Highly recommend it. Definitely check out TextExpander. It works on a Mac. I think it also works on a PC. I'm not positive about that. The next tool in terms of productivity that I really honestly could not do without is Acuity scheduling. This is the only way I'm able to schedule appointments. If you want to schedule an appointment with me, you've got to go through Acuity. The nice thing about Acuity is it allows people to pay before they schedule an appointment with me. I don't have to get on the phone with them. I just look at my calendar, boom, there's an appointment. I can create forms that clients can fill out before they get on the phone with me, so I know exactly what they're calling about, exactly what their situation is, and I just go right down my calendar, and that's how I plan my day. When I have to talk to clients, I have set points of time, set blocks of time that are blocked off for me to do my individual client work and to talk to those clients, and I just go right down the line and just call people, and it's all there because of Acuity. The best part about that is that you, as the client, well, you're not my client, but if you were my client, get to schedule those times whenever it's convenient to you. All right, and the last productivity tool, I think no video about productivity would be complete unless you talked about Zapier. Zapier is a tool that basically ties together different apps so that they work together and talk together and pulls information from one into the other. If you know what an API is, yeah, me neither. That's a way that computer programs and the internet can talk to one another. Zapier makes that accessible to everyday people who are not coders like me, and I love it. It's an amazing software. I gladly and happily pay the $50 a month that I have to pay to Zapier because of how much time it saves me in both my law firm and my online business. So those are the first three major categories of tools and software that I use in my online business. I'm going to cut this video off here, and next week I'm going to share with you the e-learning tools, admin tools, and team tools that I use in my law firm and in my online business. If you want to learn about those, check right here, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Have a great day.